everybody. I'm feeling ridiculous holding on to my head, but it's pretty windy here. It's winter now here in Perth, and behind me is the arena. This is the arena. Today, I'm going to bring you around, walking around Perth. I would like to show you some places in the shopping area, which are, to me, in my opinion, typically Australian. Certain shops you will visit when you are here, or you will get to see whenever you're in Australia. Something different, uniquely Australian, in my opinion. Shops that you may not see in other countries, or unlikely to see in other countries. But whichever part of Australia you go to, you tend to see it. Whether I'm referring to the big cities like Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide maybe, and right here is Perth. I'm so sad to see that this pub is no longer here. It's an old-fashioned pub, and I tend to come here last time. That's what I used to do. Unfortunately, no more. They're closed. It's called East Eddie's Cafe. Many things don't change. Some things do. That's sad. Now this is the city area. Already a city area. Red Cat 2. These buses, they used to be free. Not sure if it is still free. No chance to find out as yet. There are a few numbers, and they just service around this area. I won't comment much about the system because I haven't got a chance to really find out about it. In some countries, within the city center or the CBD area, is free. Then once you get out of the CBD area, you have to pay for it. For example, the tram system in Melbourne. So not too sure about this Red Cat. They have, I think, about 3 different numbers at least. And I have been to the station once before to check it out. But that was moons ago. I'm talking about even before pandemic. So that is easily 5 to 6 years ago. So the system might have changed. Now I was saying that this is already the city area, and this is almost 11 a.m. If you were to compare to Asia, like Hong Kong or Singapore, then it is pretty quiet and peaceful. Back to the point about the shops that I intend to bring it to. I will not be covering them in terms of in the sequence of popularity or importance, or whether is it branded. Yeah, let me show you this Perth bus first, since it comes along, the Explorer bus. Yes, I'm just waiting to cross here. So I was saying that I'm not showing you the shops in terms of whichever one is more popular or important in this place in Australia, but rather which one I come across first. So that will be my sequence. So restaurants are open. Can you see the building, the brown building there? That is already a parallel street, and that's the main road on the other side. And you have more hotels there, and all these are actually offices, tall buildings. They are all offices. So once it hits noontime, you will have an influx of people everywhere. Will be flooded with people, all the eateries and restaurants. one road to my left where the arena was. That is Wellington Street. Here I am along Murray Street and King Street here, right ahead of me. Whether to the right or to the left. This is King Street. And you have some branded stuff around this area. Let me cross the road first. This is another bus, comes frequent enough. Same bus number, number 2, Red Cat 2. So yeah, they aren't quite open for lunch yet. So as I walk along filming the shops that I say is common in Australia, I'm also hitting places of interest. This is a pub. It's open. Should it be open for lunch? Now I was just walking on the opposite side of the road. So now I just cross over to see anything special here. It's nice to visit one of these little pubs to have lunch if you have the time and the opportunity to. And let me continue my walk. So along the way I will show you whatever I can say. Like I say, not in sequence of any sort, but whatever that I come across. And as I bypass whatever I see, I will just highlight to you. Flight Club. Whole bunch of men queuing up outside and now they're entering this flight club. This beautiful, wonderful, miraculous cream or ointment or gel is very good for burns. Now this chemist warehouse discount chemist store is actually you can consider it like a supermarket for vitamins, supplements, but you have some other things, of course. They sell a little bit of cosmetics, perfume, nail care products, but mostly it's just vitamins and supplements. And there's also a pharmacy inside there where you can pick up your medication if you have any prescriptions. So this is one shop that you see when you come to Australia, and it's very reasonably priced for most of the items. Also there's a red little tubing thing that I was talking about, I was showing you about. It is not something that first aiders will recommend because it is a kind of ointment. First aiders will say that if you get burned, it is better to rinse in cold water for as long as you can take it in order to bring down the temperature to cool your skin down. On the other hand, if you were to do that for too long, you may not be able to do so to start with, or have the luxury of time and just to keep rinsing your fingers if you get burned on the fingers, for example. Or if it's somewhere else that's difficult to put it under tap water or running water, then this ointment may be useful because it's actually very comfortable to apply a little bit of the red papaya gel. Okay, this is the shopping street with branded goods. And just show you some architecture. It's a nice building here. Currently the time is past 12 p.m. and you can barely see the lunch crowd. This is Intercontinental Hotel. It was an Intercontinental before. Priceline Pharmacy. Holiday Inn is here. So there's two eateries on the opposite side. Let me see if anyone pays to enter. No payment. Direct in, no tapping of card. So it's still free then. So they don't pay, it must be free. Okay.
Gue juga rekomen sekarang. Seenak itu.
There is a tourist information little building over here. That one there is a tourist information over here. And this is a church. Wesley Uniting Church. Free recital today. First and third Fridays monthly. It's a Friday today. So this is already the shopping area. As mentioned earlier, I will just walk through and I will highlight to you whatever I feel is very Australian.
Terus kita di Fremantle. Mobil
Jaws Sushi is still here after all these years. Now it's called Kmart. It used to be called Target. Even when it was Target, it is different from the Target of the US, though they have the same logo. And this Kmart or Target before, you are able to walk through it to the other side of the road. Can you see Sparkle. This is very Australian to me. I used to come here every single time whenever I'm in any part of Australia. But I have outgrown it now, whether in age or size. So it's very wonderful haunt for young girls, teens and young ladies. Next to highlight to you is Woolworth. Woolworth is a supermarket. So from here, now I see Dymox. Okay, it's just something to take note of. It may not be only Australia that I see Dymox, but more common in Australia than anywhere else. Just like chapters in Vancouver or in Canada. Now you can see all these alleys and lanes going through. This is the style here for Perth. And what other unusual styles? Next in line is this store Lovisa,
95% of it.
but it's not strictly Australian now. I have seen it in Singapore, I've seen it in other places as well, but in the past only in Australia. And I remember this shop very well, especially in Brisbane. So it's no longer just Australian, it's an accessory store. Next to highlight to you is Potman's. This one here. Sports girl, as the name suggests, very girly. Potman's is more office dressing or more formal dressing. This is very Australian. I like this little lane. Very European lane, right? The UGG Ugg boots. This is also very, very Australian. Ugg boots. There was a time everyone must own a pair of Ugg boots. I had one too. It's very warm. Too warm for Hong Kong though. These are the Ugg boots. the standard designs. It's very comfortable. This one is a double bow design. About 10 years ago, the single bow design was in fashion, and in fact, there were imitations. They were that popular that there were imitations being made. Because it's not cheap. I got my pair in Sydney, I think. You know, I was just sitting here a while without realizing this is a hair salon. So this is an accessory store with a hair salon, 2-in-1. Okay, out of that alley or lane.
He has days in for Eastern stuff.
So this lane actually is through this area called the London Court. In Australia, if you drink coffee, you must have a coffee in Australia, and preferably a milk coffee. Why I stress that is because I find that the flat whites is like the best in the world. I don't know why. Maybe it's the milk. I suspect it's the milk, because it can't be the beans, because some famous brands, right, supposed to have the same kind of beans for standardization and QA. So it can't be the beans, therefore it must be the milk that make all the difference. And since it's the milk, you can't be having Americano without milk. You have to try to have what is this strange statue upside down. So you need to have coffee with milk then, whether cappuccino, flat white or latte. I'm supposed to be sleeping soon, but I must have an Australian coffee since I'm in Australia. David Jones. David Jones. Very common to see a David Jones in Australia. In fact, you must see one in the main cities. And if you see David Jones, you will think of Maya. That's the next department store. Black and white. So we're heading on to the next street already. I won't go any further. There's nothing much beyond that besides McDonald's. So at this end here, I will be turning left. Of course, you can also go through either the Kmart, which was Target before, or you can go through David Jones as well to the other side of the road. But I'm not allowed to film inside there, therefore I will just walk outside here. This is Hay Street Mall area. It says Hay Street Mall. So the mall is not within a building. It's this entire area is called Hay Street Mall. And this is Barak Street with another church. I beg your pardon, it is not a church. This is actually the Perth Town Hall. Sorry about that. It looked like a church to me, but it's a town hall. I'll walk down this way. The other side actually just leads you to the more office buildings on the other end, and eventually the waters. So I go this way. Arirang. I'm glad it's still here. It's a nice Korean barbecue area. And they have lunch specials and deals. Menus available at $14.90. Signboard that says WA Museum, Ulaanbaatar. WA for Western Australia. You can head on that way for more shops, but I will turn left here, back to the main shopping area, and show you more shops that are typically Australian. Oh, of course, Australian souvenir stores will be typically Australian. Another Woolworth here. This is the main one. It's been here ages. Now I mentioned about David Jones. You can enter that way. You could have entered that way and come out this way, going through David Jones department store, and opposite there is Maya. There is another department store that is very Australian. Also, I'm actually looking for Jean West. I don't see it yet. I haven't seen it so far. Jean West is obviously jeans related. Should be around here. Maybe they have moved. There is a very Australian store too. Okay, this one, Peter Alexander, is also very Australian. More a pajama place. Here we are at Maya department store. There's at least one or two more exits on Maya. Different direction, different part of the building. So we're almost smack on in the square area with an information booth. That's very cute looking. Oh, my favorite coffee place is no more. I used to have my coffee here. There's a cafe here. No more. Okay, that side is the train station. And this building here is now H&M. I thought it was a post office, but I see H&M now. Yep, it's a boutique now. It still says post office. Yes, it's still a post office. Now this whole place has become very modern now. Now the way I see it is now the post office is just this part here, and the right and the left has become H&M. So post office still in operation. You can see people coming in and out, right? Okay. Let me head towards the train station side. So the train station upper level has an overhead bridge connecting to my department store. It has much developed since I last came. Though the train station is still the same train station, same design, but the connecting buildings are a little different. Let me go across. Red Cat 2 again. Another Australian gift store. This one has also been here for like forever. Q, yes, this is very Australian. CUEQ. They've got nice good stuff there. Back to this information area. Cotton on. Used to be just Australia, but I have seen it in other countries now. So it's not so typically Australian. Let me go to the information counter and ask about Jeans West. Hello, I want to ask about this store Jeans West. Does it still exist? It used to be at that corner there, next to David Jones. Sorry?
Just jeans, but not jeans vest.
Oh, no more. I see. No problem. Thank you. So I was kind of right to say that there were at least 3 red cats. But I saw only 2 today. Maybe because this area only has 2, but the bus station is right there. And there's 5 of them, even the purple and the green cat besides the blue cat. So, sorry to say that Jeans West no longer exists, but she knew what I was talking about. So, sadly, it's not here anymore. So sad. I thought it's a fake baby. Indeed, it is a fake baby. Okay, can you see the arcade again? Another walkthrough here. This is the style. You can just walk through. Optus, yes. This is quite Australian too. I'll walk to the end of the street to see if there's any more anywhere that is typically Australian.
It's for the way you look.
See? Kmart here. So if you enter the other way, you can exit this way. And it was Target before. That's the ordinary. He sounds nice. Perth Underground. Now this is new to me. I never knew there was an underground station in Perth. To me this is new. Maybe I don't know Perth that well, or maybe it's really something new. I thought this corner was a food court below last time, but I can't be absolutely sure if this is the correct junction of the food court. Okay, you see Coles Central that way. Coles is very Australian. Chanel is here. That's about it. Can you see the church? Wesley Church is there again. So I have kind of covered one round of this entire thing. And slightly lower down there is Louis Vuitton, I saw. That's it. Take a look at this thick cream of the coffee. So yummy. And yet it is not too creamy. I mean, it will not make you feel overly full or difficult to digest. The coffee here is fantastic. So I certainly hope you like this video of my walking around Perth area, showing you this shopping street or this CBD area, and also what I feel signifies Australia, not only Perth. The shops that you are unlikely to see in other places of the world, or at least whenever I go to the main cities of Australia, I tend to see them. This is the purpose of this video, that I'm introducing all these places to you. So hope you like this video. Kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again next time in my other videos. Thank you. Bye bye.